What's going on, everyone? So the Lakers take on the Denver Nuggets on Tuesday. I could not be more excited. This is it. We're here. It is time. It is go time. It is time to silence Denver, go into Denver, win on opening night, set the tone, establish that, hey, the Lakers are here. They're for real. Let's go. Beat the defending champions on their home court on ring night. Let's go spoil that and let's go ruin that. For all the noise, all the talking, Lakers look fantastic. They look prime and ready to win an NBA championship this year, and I truly believe that they're going to be in the conversation at least. Right? I know a lot of noise, ESPN stuff like that. Oh, Lakers are going to be the seventh best team in the league, or they're going to be like 10th in the West, and it's all nonsense, right? The team that went to the Western Conference Finals last year, all returning, went and got a bunch of quality depth, such as like a guy that was the starting point guard on a finals team, another guy that's your prototypical 3-and-D guy, the second leading scorer for the Dallas Mavericks, all of that. But yeah, the Lakers are going to be worse next year or this year than they were last year. Like, it's silly to me. But hey, I'd rather it that way. Let them talk. Let them have the noise, right? The Lakers need to go out there and do their part, play their role. Right? Go out there and silence everybody. Keep that chip on your shoulder. Because, look, if everyone was looking at us and going, oh, Lakers are the best team in the world, and blah, 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 and there wasn't that noise of like, oh, like the Lakers are going to be trash, right? Then, you get that big ego, things like that. Like, I like that the Lakers are this bit of an underdog. But I'm excited for the season. I'm looking forward to it. And I'm excited for the grind this year. And I will be a part of all of that. So, if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, join the journey, and let's go through this. And also, like this video, I'd really appreciate it. But one of the big things, besides the Lakers obviously going in and smacking Denver, I really think that this is D'Angelo Russell's sort of like revenge arc, right? Now, obviously, he underwhelmed and underperformed in the Denver Nuggets series. I still think, and have defended him heavily, like I think that there's still a lot of like recency bias because of that, right? And it wasn't solely on D'Lo, right? Like we all wish D'Lo showed up better, but it wasn't just him. Like nobody really showed up, not to the level that we needed them to get the win, right? And so it wasn't solely on D'Lo's shoulders, and D'Lo also got us there. Okay? I mean, he literally single-handedly won games for us throughout the playoffs to get us to the Western Conference Finals. So it wasn't solely on D'Lo. Right? We don't even get there without D'Lo. But there has been this noise. There has been this narrative. And D'Lo has looked fantastic in preseason. I mean, he's looked really good. And it's not just because he is a good player, right? He always has been. This guy is a 17-point-a-game guy. This guy's easily a 17-6 with like 4 rebounds, right? So 17, 4, and 6 guy, like legitimately. And he's been that his entire career like clockwork, right? That was one of the big bright spots when the Lakers acquired him. It was like, oh, we got a great shooter, consistent scorer, right? A real point guard. Basically what we've been trying to find with Dennis Schroeder and also Russell Westbrook. It's one of the reasons why we got those guys, because LeBron wants to play off the ball more. But D'Lo works so much better than those guys do because he's so efficient, one, off the ball, which has been super surprising. I mean, he's been fantastic off the ball. He's fantastic on the ball, but he can also shoot at a very high efficient clip, which is very important. But it's not just his offensive play. It's everything. He looks so much more fluid out there, right? He looks more in control. He looks more confident even, right? Like, D'Lo's always been closer to James Harden than he has been Russell Westbrook in terms of like style of play. Not necessarily the talent level, but just style of play, right? He's not really go like Russ is. He's more like James Harden, where James is, slower, more methodical, kind of just like finagles his way into the lane and stuff, right? Rather than just blowing by guys. But you're seeing D'Lo be just quicker. I mean, his first step has been great. He's been blowing by guys. Just getting to the rim at will, which is beautiful. Getting, crossing dudes up, getting to the rim, but also like stopping on a dime, pulling up from the mid-range, shooting off the dribble. the pick and roll with him and Anthony Davis and the pick and roll with him and Jackson Hayes has been absolute butter. I mean, that is going to be a dominant offensive play for the Lakers this year. And he just looks the part of like, I've heard the noise and it's time for me to shut these people up. Right? Like that's what it seems like to me. And he's coming off of an excellent year for the Lakers. So just so people kind of have an idea, he played 17 games, started 17 games for the Lakers last season, and played 31 minutes per game, shot 48.4% from the field, shot 41.4% from three-point range, and shot 55.5% from two-point range. Had an EFG of 58.8. Dude had the best shooting season of his career with the Lakers, which makes sense. You know, got LeBron James, you got Anthony Davis, you got Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura. Now you got Christian Wood. You got all these guys that can all be distractions and just take pressure off of D'Angelo Russell. And I fully expect that. He's going into that Denver game 1, and I'm expecting a good game from him. I'm expecting him to just light them up. I think them not having Bruce Brown anymore, I think will help a little bit. Because now you don't really have like that guy that just like kind of embarrassed you in the playoffs, right? Where I'm sure, I mean, he's competitive. He's an athlete. I'm sure there's a big part of him that wants to like, you know, like, oh, I'm going to show him when I see him. But I also think two things happen with that. One, I don't think that D'Lo will have that urge to like, oh, let me show him, right? Which could be a problem, right? Where D'Lo's trying to do too much, or he's trying to be too aggressive rather than playing within the flow of the offense or whatever, right? There's always that concern. The other concern would be if like Bruce Brown was there and Bruce Brown starts busting him up again, and now it's like, oh, right? Like that could be a problem. But now that you don't have that problem, I fully expect D'Lo to just be locked in, focused, and ready to go. I expect D'Lo to light Denver up. I think he's going to want to change the narrative that's going around right now, and I fully expect him to do it. Also defensively, man, this guy has been getting after it defensively. He's been great. He's not Jared Vanderbilt on the defensive side, but we don't need him to be. We just need him to be serviceable enough to just contest shots, stay in front of guys, right? Just challenge on the defensive side, right? And he's done that perfectly. I mean, he's disrupting passing lanes. He's doing a great job setting traps. He's, active with his hands. He's sliding his feet, moving his feet well, staying in front of guys defensively. Like, everything you could want to see from D'Lo on both sides of the basketball, he's been doing. And I love that. And so there are some projected numbers for him. So one of the big projections as far as like stats go and stuff like that, they're expecting him to average about 15.5 field goal attempts per game and make 7 of them. So basically shoot 50% from the field, shoot about 42%. So basically similar numbers for last year. Go 3 of 8 from 3-point range, shoot about 85% from the free throw line, which he struggled from the free throw line when he got with us, which is weird. I mean, not struggled in the sense of like he was terrible, but he was 73.5% for the Lakers, where for Minnesota, he was almost 86%, right? So they're projecting him to kind of get back to being an efficient free throw shooter again. Average about 7 assists, which makes sense to me because, he's got more of an offensive weaponry around him. 1.1 steals is what they have him averaging, and half a block, which goes into like, hey, this guy's defense is projected to be pretty solid, right? Like, I would love that. If D'Lo can provide that, that'd be great. They're also projecting that he averages 20 points this season, which I've talked about. I fully could see that happening just because he averaged 17 a game with us last year, right? And now this year he's going to be more comfortable. He's going to have a better understanding, more clear-cut role. I also think that He'll be as efficient, if not more, than he was last year. And I think the Lakers are going to lean on him heavily offensively, right? I think that the Lakers are going to be asking him to be a scorer, to be a guy that, yeah, we want you to make some plays and stuff, but we also want you to put the ball in the basketball hoop. And I fully expect him to do that. But yeah, like I said, they're expecting him to have some good stats, and so am I, right? Like, I want to see him. I need to see him be at least a 17-8 guy or 17-7 guy, right? At least stick to your average, which that's basically what he's been. He's been a 17-6 guy, right? Give me an extra assist or two and shoot the efficiency you've been shooting, and give me 17 a game, and we're good, right? Because you have a lot of guys. You have D'Lo, you have Reeves, you have Rui, you have Wood, right? And that's not even counting, oh yeah, LeBron James, oh yeah, Anthony Davis, right? So there's a lot of just offensive threats that are on this basketball team that D'Lo's, he's not going to, I don't think he's going to get a ton of shots, right? Like, if he was getting 20 shot attempts per game, then yeah, I think like he's easily going to give you 25, but I don't think he's going to be that. I think he'll be around, 13 to 15 shots per game, and in that time, can he give us around 17 a game, right? Add in free throws and stuff like that. That's what I'm looking for. 3 points. I think he's going to knock down a lot of threes. He's been really good. I've been extremely impressed with him this preseason. And I think that he wants to change the narrative. Like, I do. I think he's looking at this as like, all right, there's been a lot of like slander and talk, and Laker fans are upset with me and disappointed in me. All right, let me go out here and light this season up. Let's go bring a chip to the Lakers this year. Like, those are the things that I think are happening. Those are the things that I see happening, and I'm pumped. Right, I'm ready for D'Lo. Take that step, take that stride. Handle, be the guard, be the point guard we need you to be. Right, if he gives us 20-7, good luck beating the Lakers. Right, I mean, this dude is ridiculous. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel about D'Lo this year? Do you think, like, yeah, this is kind of his revenge arc, right? He's ready to lace him up, go out there and change the narrative, change the conversation about him. Do you like that Bruce Brown isn't going to be in that first game? That now that he's on the Indiana Pacers, do you like that? Because it's like, okay, well, now D'Lo kind of breathe a little bit, take a step back, just kind of play his game. Do you think, like, no, even if he was not worried about it, wouldn't have mattered? And do you think the Lakers handle business with Denver? However you feel, whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear it. Let me know down in the comments below. Again, don't forget to like the video. If you haven't liked the video, take a second, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And let's get ready for the season. See you all in the next one. Thank you.